So here's a drill press sitting on the trailer. Now I got back late last night, probably around 12:45, and I just parked the trailer here. What I'm going to have to do is I'm probably going to have to rent a forklift truck that will pick this thing up. Adam Booth and I kind of guess the weight of this thing probably around 5 to 6,000 maybe. So I'm going to have to get a forklift truck that will pick this up, because the forklift truck that I have access to here is only good for 2,800 pounds or so. So what it is, I'm not really sure the manufacturer, and I think Adam mentioned it, so I'll get a hold of Adam. I was just out here looking to see if I could find any stampings in the castings, and I really don't see anything. I probably need to get it in the shop and clean it up a little bit, and maybe there will be something on part of the casting that will identify it. But this is it. It's a twin tower, twin motor drive, so you can drive each one separately. The tables raise and lower. Of course, the spindle goes up and down, and it's locked right now, but the spindle goes up and down. It does have a drive on it. This one has a automatic feed on it that works. Now this one, the components are missing for it. It did have it. As you can see, this is the how you engage it and disengage it, and there is a drive shaft out of it back there. This is a shaft that drives that feed. Now on this part is missing. That engaging part is missing from over here, but I see that taped or wired onto it is a dog that disengages it. So I will contact Adam and see if he has any of this, has any of that drive gear for it, and if he doesn't, find out who manufactured it and if I can get it. So one of the kind of the neat things about this is, as I probably mentioned, the beds raise and lower. They have a crank mechanism. This crank mechanism raises and lowers the beds, the tables. But you could set those tables, if you were drilling something that was large, set those tables at the same height and span across them, so that you've got a bigger work platform or a table platform. They're 220 three-phase motors, which isn't a problem. But what I've got to do is get it off, get it in the shop, I'll start to clean it up. What I'll do is, once I find out who manufactured the thing, I'll kind of look for the original color, then look and see if I can get any of the parts. Like the hand wheel, there's 2 of the cogs are broken on this one. One is broken on the other hand wheel. And again, the drive mechanism for the automatic feed on it is missing on this side. But you could still manually feed it. But anyways, here it is on the trailer, and I'm back. If you want to, Keith Fenner, the other drill press that I had on the trailer. Keith Fenner, I dropped it off at Keith Fenner's place, Vintage Machinery is his name of his website, or his YouTube channel, and you could, he actually uploaded a video this morning of that drill press. We didn't shoot any footage of taking it off, neither him nor I did it. He has a long driveway, and my truck is, with the trailer combination, is really large. So he didn't want me to back it down, so what he did is had me park out on the road, and he drove a tractor out and took that, took his drill press off, and we moved it down into the shop, and it went pretty fast. So neither him or I videotaped it, because taking it off in one location, getting it onto the tractor, and then getting it down into his shop, down a fairly long dirt driveway, we kind of wanted to make sure that we were both there while he was driving the tractor, that I was there kind of guiding him and making sure that everything stayed stable. But anyways, it's in the shop. You can see that one if you go to his YouTube channel. But I'll bring you back. Okay, in my trip to pick up the drill press, when I was at Keith Rucker's shop, I also picked up some tapered drills and something that I have never heard of before. It's called a core drill. Now, I'm very familiar with core drills for concrete. I'm very familiar with core drills for the bits that go into like a mag drill. He was telling me that these are called core drills, and what they are is they're not intended to start the hole. You have to pre-drill a pilot hole for it. Now, as you can see, they're multi-flutes or 4 flutes. I haven't counted any of them to see if there's more than 4 flutes, or looked at any of them to see if there's more than 4 flutes, but basically they're 4 flutes, and you have to pre-drill a hole. Like this one is 1 inch and 9 30-seconds, so you would have to pre-drill a hole probably 5/8 to be, so that the hole, so that the flutes are catching, the cutting edge of these flutes are catching the diameter of the hole that you pre-drilled. And again, I'm not really sure why they call these a core drill. It's not really, there is no core in it. Let me find, I think there was a couple that might have. Now this one is different, but I'm not going to call that a core. But anyways, I have quite a few of these. Basically, these are the cores over here, and the number of bits that I have of each. Most of them are fairly kind of weird sizes. 1 inch and 9 30-seconds, 1.535. Here's a standard 1.5 inches. A 7/8. I have a bunch of 1 inch, 4 1-inch ones. I have a bunch of these 1.004. I have 5 of them. Now, I could probably look up in the machinist handbook and see if that correlates to anything. Maybe I'm assuming a lot of, well, a lot of drill bits go in 64ths or 30 seconds. So He might have had just a bunch of old drill bits that went in 64ths or 32nds. I'm sorry, core bits. The other thing that I got was tapered shank drill bits. And I have these sizes, and again, there's one that's 3/4, and the rest of them are like 64ths or 32nds. So I picked up these while I was down there. What I did is went through and wrote on them what they were. Some of them you have to use a magnifier to see what the original bit was, and I didn't mic them or put calipers on them all to see if they are still the original size or they might have been reground. But anyways, I got these. I'm going to start making a bin for these and see if I can find a bunch of other tapered drill bits in standard sizes. I know there's a guy in Craigslist locally that's got a bunch of taper shank drill bits for sale, but I think he's trying to sell them for a lot, not a lot of money. Well, he is selling them for a lot of money. Is a lot unit, take them all, and there's a huge amount of them, but he also wants $1,000 for the lot. So I am going to be looking for some other taper shank drill bits to go into this, and maybe even some larger straight shank drill bits. The double-headed drill press, on one side of it, the side that doesn't have the power feed, I'm going to put a Jacobs number 20 chuck on that side. I've got a Jacobs number 20 super chuck that goes from 3/8 up to 1 inch chucking capacity. So I'll probably put that on the side that doesn't have the power feed on it. So I'll bring you back and show you other things. I'm bringing you back again about these drill bits. There's one other thing. You may have seen that these 3 piles here, and I really didn't mention them. These are dual sized bits. Now I have some end mills like this, and kind of what I think they're for, and somebody might want to correct me if I'm wrong on this, is like if you wanted to tap something and at the same time make a relief for like a cap screw or bolt, that would be ideal for something like this. So I've got a couple of them. Again, these are tapers, drill bits. I have some end mills like that. This one was a carbide tipped drill bit, tapered shank, probably looks like a 3 maybe. But it had a carbide insert on it, and somehow that carbide insert broke out of there. Not sure if you could have that replaced or not. Not sure it would be worth it. This other pile is scrap, broken. This one is bent and broken. I'm not sure if it broke because it bent or it breaking it jammed up and caused it to bend at the same time. The rest of them are just broken. So these are scrap getting thrown away, scrap man pile. But when I make the rack and bring that drill press in, I'll show that to you.